All right, part 3, hopefully the last part. So all I've done is entered all my data into the table, and I did the O minus E part, so observed minus expected. Next, we're going to take O minus E squared. So I'm just going to square everything I got in this column. All right, so first thing up is 17 squared, which is 289. Quick note, everything in this column should be positive. When you square something, it's always positive because you're taking that thing minus itself, or times itself. So even if you have a negative number, when you square a negative number, it will always be positive because a negative times a negative is a positive. So everything in here should be positive. 4 squared is 16. 13 squared is 169. 17 squared again is 289. Negative 4 squared is 16. Negative 13 squared is 169. And it doesn't really matter what all those are added up. This space doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to take whatever I got here and divide it by the expected value. So 289 divided by 70 equals, so 289 divided by 70 equals 4.1. Next, we do 16 divided by 106 equals 0.15. 169 divided by 14 equals 12.1. 289 divided by 3040 equals 0.09. Actually, just 0.1, we'll round it. 16 divided by 4,625. It'll be a really small number. 0.01. 169 divided by 619. 0.27. Now we add all of that up to get this last box, okay? So I'm going to add everything in this column together to give me this box, okay? So 4.1 plus 0.15 plus 12.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.01 plus 0.27 equals 16.7. So that is our chi-square value. All right, so only thing we need now. I'm just going to do this for chi-square. So we found that, which is 16.7. We need to find our DF, our degree of freedom number, and our p-value, and from that we can make a conclusion. All right, so degree of freedom. It used to be that you just take the number of categories you have and subtract by 1. Well, we have a new formula for that, unfortunately. A new formula for degree of freedom and you only use this one for more complicated two-way tables, okay? So what does R minus 1, C minus 1 mean? That means rows minus 1, okay? And then columns minus 1. But it's not referring to this chi-square table. It's referring to the two-way table, okay? So it means the total number of rows minus 1, and you don't count the total or percentage column. So rows, that's R, and C is columns. So when it says row minus 1, it means these two, so 2 minus 1, and then columns minus 1, we have 3 columns minus 1. So our DF is, we had 2 rows, so 2 minus 1, and then we had 3 columns, so 3 minus 1. And that's in parentheses, so we multiply. So that means 1 times 2, so our degree of freedom number is 2.